Once upon a time.
How many times have you heard that to begin a story?
Welcome to Ryanimation Reviews. My name is Rebecca. This is the main series on my channel. What I will be doing in this series is reviewing animation. It's called Ryanimation Reviews because my birth name is Ryan. And animation is my favorite medium, so I basically combined the two to make a pun. Rebecca-mation didn't sound as catchy, which is why it is called Ryanimation Reviews. I can review anything from animation in this series. It could be something that I really love, it could be something that I really hate. It could be something average, it could be something popular, it could be something no one has ever heard of before, something new, something old, something bright, something bold. It could even be something that I don't know how to feel about. As long as it's animated, it could be a part of this series, and it could be anything on the internet, television, or movies. Every season of Ryanimation Reviews will have a total of 25 episodes, and my goal is to do a total of 100 reviews overall. So, more or less, 4 seasons. And to start the first episode of this series off is gonna be the pilot episode of Friendship is Magic. Why is that? Well, Friendship is Magic is one of the most important cartoons of all time for me. For many years, it was my favorite show of all time, until other shows came out since that were just better. But this show helped me get through difficult times in my life, and it helped me make many new friends along the way. And for fun, I thought it would be interesting to review the episode that started it all. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I do think it is a nice way to start off this show. Seeing how our favorite characters and how they first came together is a fun memory to go back and visit for fun. I guess the real question is, does it still hold up? Well, let's see. There are story elements that still hold up. Twilight meeting her friends for the first time is a really nice touch. And how we met each friend I always enjoyed. And the fact that there are scenes in the first half that showcase something of their element each. In some ways, this two-part could be like the show's equivalent of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, most notably on the legacy they started. While there may be a couple issues story-wise, the good qualities and emotional aspects of it overshadowed them in a way. Some parts of the pilot don't hold up though. Our first scene with Spike is him getting hit with a door. Great foreshadowing for things to come. Seeing this episode just reminds me of some of the errors that the show would later make.
I started out as a cute little purple and green egg.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I guess some things that I'm not a fan of aren't so much this episode itself, but rather future episodes on how they state things. Some things that don't hold up are any brony memes. I'll just say it right now. I don't get why in hindsight why this was the episode that made the brony fandom. It was a meme in hindsight. You know, a joke. Things that usually die out 5 weeks later. Not 5 years later or more.
I could clear the sky in 10 seconds flat. What'd I say? 10 seconds flat.
And for some reason, the show would have the need to keep redoing that meme from time to time.
Fabulous takes forever. But awesome can get done in 4 seconds flat.
Hey look! That pony right there that has no purpose had an animation error in her eyes that you only notice if you were paying attention to the background and not to the main characters! Why did she become popular again? And naming her Derpy probably wasn't for the best. I was 15 when I first saw this episode, and I still remember 10 years ago when my high school, acquaintances would tell me about her when I didn't notice her in the episode. Maybe that should have been my first red flag on things to come. Some scenes are so stupid that they are fun to make fun of.
It is located in what is now the Everfree Forest.
I love how Twilight waits until they're outside for that. Could you imagine that joke being done in the real world? It looks like we're off to the Everfree Forest! It's funny to me. Oh, and it happens twice.
You know what this calls for? A party!
Pinkie traveled from the castle of the two sisters to Ponyville just to wait to say that one line.
Imagine if you were an outside observer just watching pieces of the conversation.
You see them too?
Here's another similar joke.
I started out as a cute little purple and green egg. And that's the story of my whole entire life.
Wow, Spike's life is so sad that he was born and the only thing he ever did was talk to a pony. Maybe your parents can help you. Wait.
I'm not your father.
Another joke to make fun of are the order of the tactics that Nightmare Moon plays on Twilight and her friends. The first one, I'll make Twilight and her friends die by making them fall off a cliff. The second one, I'll make Twilight and her friends die by making a scary manticore-lion creature kill them. Third one, I'll make Twilight and her friends die by making scary faces on trees. Enjoy that library now, Twilight, cause someday some powerful centaur might just destroy it with his magic. Here's something that I love that the pilot does that the show sadly does not. Twilight makes friends here. Do you ever realize that throughout the show that Twilight doesn't make any new friends? Sure, there's Starlight Glimmer, but she's kinda more of Twilight's student than a friend. Trixie? No. That's Starlight's friend, not Twilight's. Twilight makes acquaintances throughout the show, and yes, there is a difference. Friends are people you talk to on a daily basis, and you know them personally. Acquaintances are just chill people that you know every now and then. Twilight preaches a lot about friendship, especially with the school, but we don't see her ever making any new friends. What? Did you think Celestia only wanted you to make 5 new friends all at once and never make another new friend again? Speaking of friends, the pilot episode mentions Moondancer.
Moondancer is having a little get-together in the West Castle courtyard. You wanna come?
Sorry, girls. I got a lot of studying to catch up on.
Hey, I can't wait 5 seasons for Twilight to befriend her! I think you guys edited out a scene that kinda makes Twilight's old friends not the best.
Does that pony do anything except study?
I think she's more interested in books than friends.
Twilight reuniting with one of her old friends, while as nice as that is, isn't what I meant. If anything, it's the ponies that Twilight teaches that make new friends, like the Student 6. Why doesn't Twilight make any new friends throughout the show that can be reoccurring characters?
Oh, Spike, you know we don't have time for that sort of thing.
I can't wait for that book 9 years later to be something that Twilight forgot to return.
Yes, but the ones in there have a special Canterlot library-y smell. No pony except undependable rule breakers who deserve all the horrors this hallway holds. If I'm not a good example of proper book-borrowing behavior, then what kind of princess am I?
This is a nice setup for future episodes, as in, we would get to see what these ponies have to talk about. Rewatching the pilot again made me see some things that I didn't notice before, like seeing a detail of Nightmare Moon's reflection inside the hourglass, or that error on how the Manticore doesn't have the thorn in him. Hey, I don't think the Kiyuma Crusaders are supposed to know who they are yet. And it's weird seeing Luna in that old mane style of hers and not the flowing one. Speaking of manes, Twilight's mane looks like Pinkie Pie here.
Sometimes we all just need to be shown a little kindness.
But don't mind me 5 seasons later when I get scared of the Manticore when it is trained. You know how this episode Rainbow Dash perfectly represents the element of royalty when she told the Shadow Bolts to go away?
You.
Thank you for the offer, I mean. But I'm afraid I have to say no.
Somehow Rainbow Dash forgot this lesson 3 seasons later.
They want me to fly with them! It's like a dream come true!
One inconsistency about this show is the Everfree Forest. Half of the episodes is treated as a dangerous place that no one should enter or otherwise they would die. The other half it's like, oh, it's completely safe. We even have children go in there on a daily basis alone. Seriously, it seems dangerous to me with vines, crocodiles, cockatrices, timberwolves, and who knows what else in there. Who the fuck allows children to go into these kind of dangerous places? This episode shows the Everfree Forest as a dangerous place. So why did the show need to debate whether or not it was dangerous? Oh wait, same reason as why the show would debate whether or not Wendigos were real.
Wendigos! That's just a heartwarming Eve story.
Said the talking pony in a world full of magic.
The sun was going down.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the pilot has the first song of the show. It's alright.
Tell me she's not. She is.
It's almost like Twilight is saying, oh fuck, I didn't know that this show was gonna have musical numbers! If these are all just faces painted on, then how is Pinkie in one of them? In my old brony days, I was more or less told, it's Pinkie Pie, don't question it. My favorite of the main 6's introductions is Fluttershy.
I'm Twilight. Sparkle. What's your name?
For some reason, they redid this in Equestria Girls and messed it up. It works in the original because Fluttershy was only talking to birds, not ponies or humans. In the Equestria Girls version, she talks to Twilight first and then only gets scared when the name is asked.
I can't believe you did that.
My name's Twilight.
It's Fluttershy.
Which is, confusing. Overall, this pilot is still good. I wouldn't go out of my way and say it's one of the best episodes of the show, but I still think it's a really good pilot, with a few hiccups here and there. I do like rewatching this one every now and then, and I would still recommend this to people today. I mean, you should watch this episode first so that way you can understand the show. This was the episode that I started with, and even today, friendship is still magic. Thank you for watching this video. This video was edited by me, Rebecca. If you liked the video that you saw, consider supporting me on Patreon in the description below. Your name will appear at the end of every video, and your OC will be at the beginning of every video. To follow me on any other piece of social media, please check the description below. Thank you for watching. StarGiantProductions out.